Hey, I'm KIC. Welcome back to Computer Tycoon. Progorion provided the key we're using to play, and I'm still going here. And I just added a coffee shop. Yes, why not? Actually, I have no idea. I just put it in there so I could kind of see what is this going to do. It says max production plus 1, but I don't know what that actually means. I really don't know what that actually means. Apparently, I'm going to need it at some point, but I don't think I need it now, and that was an unnecessary additional $500 a month. But we're getting close to the end of the year, which, as I understand it, means that the, we'll say, competitors are getting ready to release new computers. Now, I don't know what to do at this point. I'm a little concerned. Okay, budget's looking pretty good, right? I mean, we go back a couple years. I think that's what this is supposed to mean. It's kind of weird. It doesn't actually reflect years, which it should say, because that would be really good. You can see we made a lot of money before, but now we're getting to the point where we're not really making much money, and I just saw that actually go down. That's still going down. You're going down. Don't go down. Oh, there you go. He went up. Good. That's the good thing to do. Go up. Anyway, we're going to have to adjust the price of computers here momentarily, so let's just kick it over into the new year. The new year, man, easy for me to say. And we'll just go ahead and drop the price on this guy a little bit. There we go. Autosave done. Recommended price. It's still at a good price. We'll leave it. That's fine. And you're still at, well, whatever. We're just going to leave it. This one's only like $400, $500 over its manufacturing cost. This one at least is like, here, we'll try experimenting on this one. We'll say $19.50. We'll drop the price a little bit and see if that moves any additional units. I suspect it's not going to, because theoretically what has happened is the competitors have brought out new models, and I'm not sure how to compete with them other than to say, I guess we need to develop maybe some new stuff here. I don't know. Here, we'll do a new CPU. We don't really have many options. You can see that we're at 75% of what the market can do. That's not very good. I mean, and we can try overclocking stuff, but man, that's no good. I mean, that's really not going to help anything. My goodness, I don't know what to do right here. I mean, I really kind of want that glass teletype. That would be really nice. And that would give us something that I think the rest of the market probably doesn't have. Wow, look at that. I mean, it's just going to cost a ton of money. I just don't know what to do. We might try doing something a little, that might be a little bit on the direction you might not expect me to go. So here, we'll do something like this. Can we make that better? That's not going to change the manufacturing costs much. So we'll say OS, and we'll call it, let's call it OS opcode max, because that's going to be the maximized version of that OS. And then let's see, we got input devices. We could do a tape drive. We could do, I don't want to do anything that's going to be too expensive. That's really not going to add much, so we'll ignore that. Man, we are already into February, and I have the game on slow moving. I feel like that's just going to be too much, and it doesn't really benefit us to go over 100%. It does not seem to matter. CPU, here, we're going to do something like this. We're going to try something a little different. Since the CPU is actually what costs so much money, let's underclock this, and we're going to go with 4040 underclocked max. I know, I said underclocked, and I typed underclock. So we'll create that one, and what we're going to do is build a new computer. This is going to be a cheap computer, is the idea here. So accessories, let's not add the printer, because that's expensive. We'll just do the keyboard. I realize this is kind of silly, and that I'm not really making a device that's all that usable, but look at how much less it's going to cost to make this thing. We're not going to add... crud. I lost it, didn't I? Wait a minute, where am I going? Hold on, come back. Back to edit. There we go. Nope, I lost it. Okay, try this again. And maybe this is a bad idea. I'm not really sure because, I don't know. I haven't tried doing this yet. So we'll do that one. Display still going to be the lovely blinking dots, and we're going to do the opcode max. So we're going to kind of balance out things a little bit, and what we might end up doing if this works is
your new computer model went into the testing phase.
Maybe put that OS in a new version of the other computer. I don't know. I mean, maybe. I think just for giggles, here, we will go ahead and add that. You know what? We will. And that actually, you know what? Sure, fine. It's not going to increase it too much. I feel like that might not be too bad. So we'll set the price at, I wish the mouse cursor would go in there and you would be able to start typing right away. We're going to set the price at $1,500, and we'll see if we can actually sell any of these.
Your new computer model is
Hi, Cat.
polished.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. We have not sold anything. So what if we drop the price down to like... this is going to be stupid. I shouldn't be doing this, but... I mean, we need to sell stuff. We just need to sell stuff here. That one's still going to sell. Here's my computer 1.00. I think that one's going to stop selling. And if not, I guess we can go ahead and archive that one. We'll just archive it and we'll deal with it. Can I set the price to $13.50? Will it still sell? I mean, it's only $50, but it might be enough to offset costs for a little while. So theoretically, we have my computer number 1 Pro and my computer number 3 as the remaining products on the market. If you look at my computer number 1 Pro, the feature set is quite a bit better. And why is that? I thought I included everything on this one that I did on the others. I guess I didn't. How is that possible? What is different here? Why? I don't understand. Feature 24. Feature stuff is basically that. Why did I not include that? I'm pretty sure I did, so why didn't I get credit for that? I don't understand what happened there. That one should have been fine. It should have... I'm so confused. Here, what happens if I put that in there? All right, well, maybe not, I guess. I guess not. I don't know what I did that's different here. Is it because I didn't include the printer I thought I did? I included everything. Included the keyboard. So... I don't understand. All right, well, whatever. I don't know. I just don't know. Wow. It must not have included those. Well, that's kind of problematic. Here, can I... well, it's about to be a new year already, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh, my goodness. Research is still going on very slowly. There you go. Very large-scale integration. That's the VLSI. Make sure you have that bad boy checked when you're building new stuff. Cat, thank you for that. You're just going to keep on walking across stuff. And we'll go ahead and take you off the desk. Thank you very much. You know, you're not supposed to be walking around up here. This is where I enter the phase of the game and I go, well, crap, I'm not sure what I should do. Now, the last time I played, I was much more aggressive and probably shouldn't have been. Why? I don't understand. Why are we stuck on Sudan? I'm literally stuck on Sudan. This makes no sense. What's happening here? Why can't I... There we go. Is it because it was paused? It wouldn't let me see anything? That's kind of silly if so. I was thinking it might not be a bad idea to try and move in somewhere else, but then again, I mean, we don't even really have full market share in Germany. We're technically behind Brutal Data here. Brutal Data... Wow, where did Brutal Data come from? I thought it was a different company. I guess not. Market share in Germany. I don't even know what that button does. I guess that holds it. I don't know. IBN. Okay, whatever. I thought it was a different company over here. Could go over to Italy. A lot of people, but we don't really have the means to do that just yet. Now, I'm guessing at this point of the game, we should probably consider spending some money. I'm a little concerned with doing that, but just the same, you got to spend money to make money, as the saying goes, right? So we'll go to Germany. We're going to increase our... This is going to be rough. We're going to increase the laboratory because I think that's going to be worth it. And we're going to do one level of logistics. That's actually going to let us move into another country or two. Ideally here, we want to be able to go into another country and sell some more stuff. How are we doing on marketing? If we were to increase the marketing, we might get some other options like video games, in which case we could have another means to kind of market our product. But I think I'm just going to stick with this for now because getting the laboratory up to level 2 is going to cost quite a bit of money every month. And then getting the logistics set up, that's potentially going to cost us money buying the marketplace, the entry into the marketplace in other countries. How are we doing on sales here?
Your building upgrade has completed.
Not good. Not good. And you can see we're basically bleeding out money at this point. And I don't know how to correct that. I mean, I just don't have the parts to do it. I mean, I guess we could do something silly like make a maximum overclock to everything. And I don't know if that's going to compete. That's one of the problems I have. How do I know how my products compare to the market? I don't. I mean, I have some preferences here, but I'm not sure what to do with them. I don't really have a way to kick up the prestige or the features all that much, so I can only do so much here. How is research going along? Should be going quite a bit faster now, so theoretically, we should be able to get that glass teletype sometime in maybe early 79. I'm not sure. It'll be a while, though. There are some things we could do down here that are a little easier. Fax, joystick, gun controller, but I'm not inclined to go that direction just yet. Man, I would love to know what I can do here, and I just don't. So I guess we're going to enter a new market. Ideally, I'd like to find... once again, there we go. I had to switch the time around, and then it'll let me go to a new market. That's interesting. Hello, autosave. Thank you for doing that. Appreciate it. We could spend some money to go into Poland. Poland's preferences here, if I could figure out how to get it to stay. Nope. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to even read that. Is it the brighter, the more the preference or something? I mean, here, can I do something silly like super zoom in on Poland so that I can see what its preferences are, because I don't know the colors off the top of my head. Ease of use is kind of the big preference in Poland. I'm just trying to look here for a market that we could go into. That's going to cost 450 grand. I don't even know if that's a good market to go into. Sure, we'll just do it. We're going to buy entry into Poland. That's going to open up potential for selling some more product, I hope, because now we have more customers to sell to. And it looks like maybe we're losing a little less money every day, but not a whole lot. What's our marketing look like here? So we're still aiming at product features, and we just said that Poland is really more about something other than that. What are you? You're about ease of use, and less so on features. And then Germany, you're not really into ease of use, and you're into quality over there in the Czech. We're not in the Czech. Austria's ease of use. So maybe what we should do for the moment is advertise the product's ease of use. We need to go into our computers here and see how the pricing on these guys, they actually look okay. We're not selling any of those models, though. That's really frustrating. We're only selling this model, so I guess, guess we can try dropping the price to 1,800 on that one and see if that moves any units. I don't know, maybe we need to make a new Pro model. I don't know what to do anymore. I mean, we're not really doing well here in terms of anything. Didn't mean to go back to that. That's obnoxious. Let me go back. Statistics. Come on. There we go. Sales. Yeah, see, sales, they just keep falling off. I don't know what to do here. I don't really have new stuff I can develop either, so I could do like an insanely overclocked 4040. I mean, that kind of makes us somewhat competitive with the market. I don't know. We can call this 4040 OC Max. OC Mac. OC Max. Sure, we'll create that one. There are too many choices here now. Guess we can leave you there. Mobo 1. Wow, that doesn't even matter. Our motherboard is... Oh, it helps to actually click things. There you go. That actually does not affect anything, so there's no sense in doing that. And then this guy really doesn't change anything either. It's just not worth it for the massively increased cost. That, again, doesn't really increase anything. Doesn't matter. We can do... Be nice if there was a way to just reset it to 0 every time, but I don't think there is. I mean, that... Wow, that massively increases the price there. Even that increases the price significantly. I mean, sure, we'll try it. We'll go, come on. Can I... There we go. My goodness, I was waiting for it to pop up and it already was. I will call it... Nice. No, come on. Nice blinking lights. I am really looking forward to getting rid of the blinking lights and going to the teletype or something. We already have opcode max, memory. I think we said memory is not going to get us anything. We can increase some performance out of it, but I don't know that it's really worth it. Feature-wise, that does us no good. That really doesn't gain us much performance, so I'm not going to sweat that one. Could do the tape drive. Wow, that massively increased the cost too. And that really didn't affect the performance, so guess we'll do that one. So we'll do the nice tape drive. I realize these have just strange names to them. That's fine. I think that's everything, so here, let's go ahead and build a new computer. I realize I probably should have paused the game. It's okay. So let's see. These should be included, right? Okay, they're included. I just had to make sure, since something happened last time and I couldn't tell you what it was. Okay, we'll add you. You are the OC Max, the nice tape drive. This is greatly increasing the cost of production, which is not cool, but I don't know what else to do right now except to just start adding this crap and see what happens. Opcode max, we'll go ahead and create a prototype.
Went into the testing phase.
Guess we'll end up in... I wish it would tell you. It doesn't. I wish it would tell you what boost you get when you're doing the prototype. So we'll do this. Sure, we'll just call it my computer number 4. And marketing manufacturing price, let's say... Ah, man. 2,000. Well, we'll go with 2,000 and see if that shakes out to be anything worthwhile. I feel like maybe... I don't know. I'm not sure anymore. We're not at our max production, which is kind of a problem because we need to be selling more stuff here, and I have these cheap computers that are just not going to make money. 25, 26, 2.32, 4.0, 15.3. I'm waiting to see one of these change. I don't know that they actually are going to. 2505, did that one change? 15.3, 4.0. Yeah, I don't know if any of them changed.
Your computer model is polished.
I didn't see anything change, so... Let me see, did any of that change? I didn't see it. Whatever, let's go to market with it and see what happens. I have a feeling none of those are going to sell. They're too darn expensive. I mean, we're basically in the budget computer phase right now. I mean, I kind of just want to archive this one. We'll just take that one straight off the market. And can I sell any if I do it at 1900? Will that sell any? No. What about at 1800? That's what the other one was set at. No. I mean, at this point, it's like barely over what it costs to manufacture. I mean, sure, we're selling a bunch of them now, but still not really making money because it costs so darn much to manufacture. I mean, at this point, I think I've now basically cannibalized my price on this one. Yeah, this is just no good. I don't know what to do at this point. I mean, we'll just take that one off the market, and we're just going to leave this one. Maybe we don't need multiple computers. I don't know. What if I bump you back up to, like, 2,000? Will you still sell at 2,000 if you're the only model? Maybe that's what I've been doing wrong, is I shouldn't have more than one model, because look at that, we're actually making money again. We're selling a fair amount of computers, I guess. I mean, not as many as I'd like, but it is taking up quite a bit of our production cost. What if we increase the price to, say, 2,100? Nope, that's going to be way too much. No one's going to buy it at that price. I mean, we're basically selling about 8 or 9 a day. What does that do? Still about the same, but it should theoretically be bringing in a little extra money. So I guess we can just leave that right there for the moment. I don't know. I'm not sure what to do with this. I mean, I got my research done, or going. You're not done yet. It's going to be a while before that one's done. And then we're getting ready to roll around into the new year, so I'm going to have to drop the cost on this thing, which is kind of problematic. I mean, this is hands down the nicest computer we've made. Sort of. I guess not hands down, but it is better than the Pro. But not by much. I mean, it is still kind of janky, but what can you do, right? So let's go back into this. We're still selling some at this price. Anywhere between 7 and 8 a day, it looks like. So I guess we'll just let it continue to sell at that price for another year. It looks like it's remaining competitive for the moment. And all I can kind of hope at this point is that we're able to hold on long enough for the research to finish on the glass teletype. And then at that point we can throw out a really nice product on the market. Look at that. We actually have a pretty decent market share. That's pretty good. We're actually just behind massive modules. That's not too shabby. I mean, look at that. Their sales tanked when... I mean, ours haven't gone, like, sky high, but they've actually continued to rise while theirs tanked. I wonder why that is. I'd love if you could get that kind of data to figure out why that's happening. So mostly we're selling in Austria, which has a good economy. Germany is average. Poland, I think, is not doing so hot, but... yeah, look at that, man. Losing money the last couple of years, but that was, I think, expansion and that sort of stuff. Wow, look at that. Site upkeep is expensive. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, there was definitely some expansion in engineering costs. That's the problem. When you start talking about creating these new hardware pieces, they cost a bunch of money to make. So we haven't even really talked about that, but if you look at this right here, there's your upfront cost. That's what it costs to create that component. So as soon as you create it, boom, there goes a big chunk of money. So you can see where it kind of pays to be able to use something over and over again so that you don't need to create new stuff. Like, you know, we've only kind of done a few things here, but something like the tape drive. I mean, look at this. This thing is expensive. 100,000 just to create it up front. That's insane. And then, you know, like the processor, I mean, these are where it really gets pricey. 133,000. I mean, come on. It's not cheap, but, you know, what can you do? I want to go back here and see if I can kind of study the market a little bit. No, I would like you to move. Scroll to the left. There you go. Thank you. So average, let's see, brutal data is still has the market share here, but not by a whole lot. Poland, wow, we have really busted into Poland hard. Look at that. That is great. In historical context, that might not be a good statement. I mean, we've broken into the market strongly. Hey, how about that? How does that hit you? I guess we could go into Italy. I don't like the idea of going into places where they're in poverty, only because I feel like with how expensive our computer is, I don't know if it's actually going to sell. And maybe that's not a problem. I'm not really sure. I mean, Bulgaria looks like it might not be bad. 1 million people. Belarus, that might not be bad. I mean, we're kind of making inroads against brutal data over here in Germany. Belarus, that might not be bad. Poland, yeah, I think Poland was a good choice in hindsight. We're making good inroads there. I'm just looking essentially at two things right now, population and wealth. So
one of your competitors went bankrupt.
Oh, nice. See you later, Daytor Systems. That probably will only serve to help us out in the long run. Netherlands, wait a minute. Wow, Netherlands has a ton of people.
A new technology.
Oh, hold on. Let's pause this. Let's stop. We got to stop this right now. Hold on. We got stuff to do. I'm still trying to find. Maybe we should go into the UK. Ireland. I might actually give strong consideration to the UK. We got something we need to research here, though. Actually, here, let's go back to our research first. And I guess, can I change that? There we go. Boom, done. Okay, so what sorts of things can we research? We have the sound chip to still kind of work on that. I'm not sure I want to do that. Maybe we'll do the floppy disk. That's, okay, so I'm starting to understand it a little bit better now. So that is the production cost, and then that's the performance gain, and then prestige, features. Okay, so, which way do we want to go with this? Kind of like the idea of anything that'll give performance gain, just because I think that's pretty awesome. I mean, doing the CPU upgrade might not be a bad idea too. Let's go ahead and add that. We're going to do a CPU upgrade before we do anything else. So we'll just go ahead and put you back on research. And here, I want to go back to the site just because I want to look at my pretty little landscape here. And we're going to develop a new item here. This is going to be the display. Thank you, Kat. That was wonderful. So that actually doesn't even get us in line with the rest of the market. Wow. It gets us closer, though. It gets us much closer. So that's good. I like that a lot. Can I get you up to about 7 even? How much more does that cost? Fair amount, and that doesn't really get us anything. So we're going to go ahead and just leave that and call it... Come on, Cat. And we'll just call this teletype. So I think that's what it is. And we'll create that. It's going to cost $131,000 to create it. That's fine. And then let's go ahead and keep rolling here. Now, what I'd like to do is introduce that as a new computer, but I think I want to wait until next year to do it. So, oh, look at that. Doesn't that look fancy? It actually does. That's cool. That's cool. That looks a little more modern, doesn't it? I mean, you know, it's still a little old school, but it looks a little more modern. We're going to throw that overclocked chip in there. We're going to put the nice tape drive in. We still don't have a video card. So I guess add computer button. That's my shortcut key. Let's do that one. Storage, we'll put the Winchester device in there. And then we're going to go with that teletype. Look at that. Oh, that is fantastic. We'll do the opcode max. That gives us a manufacturing cost of $1327. Now, the prestige is going up on there, and the features are not going up as much as I had hoped. Honestly, not as much as I had hoped. Granted, it's only a teletype. It's not, like full-on, I don't know, 200 hertz LCD monitor, but, whatever. So we're going to call this our HC1. So we're just going to start a new naming policy here and go for Home Computer 1. I saw Prestige go up by 0.02 points. Yeah, actually did, believe it or not. So let's go ahead and set the price on this guy to 2,000. And we're going to leave it here for just a moment because remember, we are actually selling a few computers right now as it stands. So we'll just leave this for the moment. So look at that. We've actually sold quite a few.
Your model is polished.
Darn straight it is. I know it is. I'm waiting to put it on the market until January 1st. And I want to go back here. Not you. I want to go back to the world map because I think what we're going to do is I'm going to run with it.
Your model is polished.
Yes, I know it's polished. Stop telling me that. I think what we're going to try is to get into one of these countries that has a lot of people and
Your new
doesn't cost that much money.
Polished.
Yes, thank you. All right, let's pause this guy. Okay, we are at the turn of... Ooh. Turkey has a lot of people, but they're in poverty. We're going to go UK. I'm going to try it. So we're going to try and bust into the UK. We're going into one more new market. And we're going to go back to our computers here. And we are now going to take this one off the market, which is selling for $2,100. Now we're going to archive you, believe it or not. And we're going to introduce this one to the market at a price of $2,100. We'll leave it at the same as it was before and see if it sells any. I have a feeling this is not going to go well. Crap. We are not selling enough of them. I had a feeling that wouldn't be aggressive enough. Not 200. That would be insane. 2,000. Is that going to help any? I don't feel like that's helping any. Crud. Okay, what if we go 1950? Is that going to work? Oh, that cat. Hello, you just paused it. Thank you. Although, actually, you did just tell me which key pauses the game. I hadn't realized it was spacebar. Thank you. You just taught me something. Yep, still not selling enough. 1900. There we go. 1900 looks to be about the sweet spot for this thing. So we're just going to go ahead and let it rock for a little while. I like the look of that. I think we're making some okay cash on it. And I want to say that's good enough for now. And again, I might be back. I might not. I'm not sure. It depends on how time goes. But I am enjoying this game. So I would love to say it'd be fun to take it all the way to like 2017. But I don't know how realistic that is. But anyway, catch you another time. Till then, thanks for watching. See you later.